I'm just out and about, and as you may have seen, the new Premier League fixtures have dropped, and Wolves have a tough opening fixture. We have got Manchester City at home, so Ray and Ait-Nouri will be returning to Mourinho straight away. I'm sure he'll get a really good reception. Did a video the other day, didn't I, talking about his interview with Sky Sports and some of the nice quotes he said about Wolves. He left in the right way, but hopefully Man City are unsettled. Hopefully their new signings haven't gelled at that point, and hopefully we can catch them early and take them by surprise. I remember the first year in the Premier League under Nuno, we got a good 1-1 draw against City at home because, you know, we played them early. And yeah, I think it was the second or third game. So hopefully something like that can happen. Then after that, we've got Bournemouth away, which is, I know we beat them 1-0 last season, but that's a tough one. That's a tough opening away game because obviously Bournemouth are decent. Everton at home after that. So the first three fixtures, bit of a mix. You could probably hope we'll get a win against Everton, but, you know, no Premier League game's easy. But you'd hope we get 4 points maybe out of those first three. Some other ones that caught my attention is between Christmas and New Year's Eve, we've got Liverpool and Manchester United away, which is, you know, it's a bit tough, isn't it? And they're only 3 days apart, the 27th and the 30th of December. So that'd be a very tough one. I remember a few years ago when we had City at home and Liverpool away around that sort of time. So never easy period that. And we also have Man United at home at the beginning of December. So we're playing Man United twice in December. That'd be interesting. Right at the end of the season, we've got Sunderland, Brighton, Fulham, and then Burnley away, and for our last 4 fixtures. So whether we're chasing Europe, whether we're battling relegation, on paper, bar maybe Brighton, who probably will be decent this season, they're winnable games. They are. Sunderland will probably struggle. Obviously, we think Burnley might struggle. So they could be huge in our season. But yeah, we haven't got a tough start as we had last season. If you remember, the first 8 opening fixtures were horrendous. We were playing like the top half from the previous season. So yeah, hopefully we can catch City by surprise, give Ait-Nouri a bit of a good welcome, but then it's down to business. Now, some little stories while I'm here. I don't know if anybody saw it. A bit of a confusing story from Sky Sports came out, and people picked it up and started running with it, about Coady. So Coady is now linked heavily with a move to Rangers, which I think makes sense. He's got a year left on his Leicester deal. They're looking to move him on to free up their squad, if you believe reports. And somewhere like Rangers, I think, would be good. He'd be a fan favourite there. It's obviously a level he'll be very good at. He'll excel in that league, definitely. But they did also mention he might be going to Rangers despite Wolves' interest. And I think people got confused about this. I don't think Wolves have shown interest this summer. I think they're just going off the rumours from January where we tried to get him in a swap deal with Craig Dawson. Now, look, this would get a mixed reaction from the Wolves fans if Cody did come back to Mourinho. It's like, you know, it's like going back to an ex or something, isn't it? He's loved. We know his leadership, but we're pretty bolstered in the centre-half area, really. So he probably wouldn't be a starter. He would tick the homegrown quota. That's probably one of the other pluses if Cody did come back. But I think the Rangers move would be good for him. Would I be disappointed if he come to Wolves? No. I think it'd be a nice story. And I think if he wanted to become a coach once he retires, it could be a nice little path into that, couldn't it? Have a season or 2 as backup at Wolves, maybe 1 season, then go into coaching. Because having someone like Coady around the place is very good to have. We need leaders, and he's definitely a leader and a great person to have around. Lopez is having his medical today at time recording Wednesday, so I'm sure the pictures of him in a Wolves shirt will drop. Fabrizio Romano and Liam Keane reported that €25 million move, or €23 million, whoever you want to believe, around 19 to 20 million pounds. Can't wait to see him in a Wolves shirt. And just on other players, a departing player who Lopez is replacing, really, in my opinion. Sarabia, free agent now, of course. He's apparently off to a Qatari club, Arabi. So he might be getting a decent wage there. Good luck to him if that move comes off. I did think he'd end up in like Saudi or somewhere over there, Middle East. So that one doesn't surprise me. And Evann Guessand, obviously my last video I did the other day Wolves apparently have made their first approach for Evann Guessand, and we know he's got a lot of admirers. Now, Fenerbahce have offered £26 million for him, and allegedly he had a Zoom meeting with Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho really trying to convince him to go to them. So the more this story develops, the less likely it is that Evann Guessand will probably come to Wolves. He's got so many options. And look, obviously, if it was me picking, I'd go to Wolves. I'm a massive Wolves fan. But from his point of view, he's probably got a few more options that will probably stick out a bit more for him. But he's got the lure of the Premier League. But like we've mentioned the other day, I think Brighton want him as well, and West Ham. So let's see what happens with that one. And it's also reported that Wolves are starting to think that the fee is too high.
It can't go on like this, can it?
It can.
I hope we don't hear this again more and more, because we don't want to hear that. Stop saying fees are too high and just get the players you want, please. Please. And just some other loose rumours I'll mention, which, look, I'm mentioning them, but I'll be honest, out of these three, I'm not too sure if they'll happen, but I'll mention them anyway. So Romelu from Göztepe, I think it's a Turkish team. He's a striker, 12 million euros, but also Nottingham Forest and RB Leipzig want him as well. So yeah, take that for what you will. Another striker link. Bologna defender Jean Lusemi, however you pronounce it. There's interest for him, but also Roma, Spurs and Brighton want him. Bit of a recurring pattern here. And also a 22-year-old forward who have reignited our interest in, Rafu Dorosma from Czech club Victoria Plzeň. Tell you what, these are a mouthful. But yeah, they're just slight rumours that are going around, very loose rumours, not too much substance behind them. But there is a fake list that a Turkish page put out as well of apparently Vitor Pereira's planned targets in like a formation play. I'll put it on the screen for you, but it's probably a load of rubbish. But that Romelu from Göztepe is on that list, so we'll see. But we know Lopez is coming in. Evann Guessand looking less likely. Coady off to Rangers, but I'm sure we've got to the 1st of December, but yeah, 1st of September until the window closes, so there will be more incomings, I'm sure of it. But yeah, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts on the new fixture list. Which ones are you excited about? Cheers, everyone.